Hi everyone and welcome. My name is Roslyn, your clinical nurse. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about cleaning and sterilizing equipment for bottle feeding. In my last video, I talked about expressing and storing breast milk and insisted on hygiene because we don't want to have incidences of poor hygiene related illnesses in infants. It's a good and vital practice to clean and sterilize bottle feeding equipment after every feed. First, clean equipment by washing with hot soapy water. Next, sterilize by boiling, using chemicals, steaming or microwaving. Lastly, store cleaned and sterilized equipment in a sealed container in the fridge to prevent bacteria formation. And if using chemical sterilization, you can keep equipment in the sterilization solution. If you're bottle feeding your baby with breast milk or infant formula, you will need 4 to 6 large bottle rings and cups and several teats. You can use any bottle your baby seems to like because none is better than any other. Teats are either made from latex or silicone, and either kind is fine to use. Try teats with bigger or smaller holes until you find one that you and your baby are happy with. Teats are graded according to the age of the baby, but this isn't based on anything scientific. There is also no evidence that one teat shape is better than another. Your baby's immune system isn't strong enough to fight off some infections, and milk is also a very good breeding ground for bacteria, which can make your baby sick. So cleaning and sterilizing all bottle feeding equipment reduces your baby's chances of getting sick. It's important to sterilize equipment until your baby is 12 months old. It's also important to clean bottle feeding equipment after every feed. You need to clean it before you sterilize it, and it's best to clean equipment straight after your baby has finished feeding. If you can't clean the bottle and teat straight away, rinse them with clean water. This will make them easier to clean later. Here is how to clean bottle feeding equipment. Wash your hands with soapy water and dry with a clean towel. Check teats for any cracks. Throw away any damaged teats because bacteria can grow in the cracks. Wash all bottle feeding equipment in hot soapy water and use a bottle brush to scrub inside the bottles and teats. Give particular attention to the caps and screw top areas because this is where bacteria are mostly likely to grow. Squirt water through teats to clear the little holes and rinse everything thoroughly. Now, how do we sterilize bottle feeding equipment? There are several ways you can sterilize your bottle feeding equipment after you have cleaned it. That is by boiling, using chemicals, steam sterilization, and microwave sterilization if applicable. Sterilizing by boiling is the simplest and the most reliable way of sterilizing your bottle feeding equipment. Put the washed bottles, teats, rings and cups in a large pot and fill the pot with water until everything is covered. Make sure all air bubbles are gone. Put the pot on the stove and bring it to the boil and boil for 5 minutes. Let everything cool in the pot until you can take it out with tongs or clean hands without scalding yourself and shake off excess water. There is no need to dry the items. Store equipment you are not going to use straight away in a clean, sealed container in the fridge. And wash these containers every day with hot, soapy water and rinse them with very hot water. It can help to have at least 2 containers that you can alternate. Use all equipment within 24 hours of boiling. If you have other children, you might want to use this method when they are asleep or out of the house to reduce the risk of scalding them while boiling. In sterilizing using chemicals, you can sterilize your bottles with an antibacterial solution. Comes in liquid or tablet form. This is a type of bleach that is diluted with water, so it's safe for your baby, but strong enough to kill the bacteria. So on how to go about to sterilize the bottle feeding equipment with chemicals, it's good to follow the manufacturer's instructions carefully when you make up the solution to make sure it's the right strength. And remember, the right strength is needed to make sure the solution is effective. Completely submerge washed bottles, teats, rings, and caps for good sterilization. Leave everything in the solution for the recommended time. If you need to add extra items to the solution later, start timing again so that all items stay in the solution for the recommended time. Use tongs to remove the equipment from the solution. Shake off excess solution before using, but don't rinse the equipment. There is no need to dry the equipment. You can store the equipment in a clean, sealed container in the fridge or in the solution. And if you store the equipment in the fridge, use it within 24 hours of sterilization. If you leave equipment in the solution, throw the solution away after 24 hours and thoroughly scrub the container and the equipment in warm, soapy water and start the sterilization process again. It's always good to maintain safety while using sterilizing chemicals. Store the concentrate and solution well out of the reach of children. It's also advisable to use plastic or glass equipment, including the container you use to mix the solution, because the chemical solution will eventually eat away metal equipment and containers. For steam sterilizers, they are automatic units that cook your equipment at a temperature high enough to kill the bacteria. So put your clean equipment into the unit, add water according to the manufacturer's instructions, and switch on. The unit switches itself off when the job is done. Store equipment you are not going to use straight away in a clean, sealed container in the fridge, and use all equipment within 24 hours of sterilization. Now, for the microwave steam sterilizers, they are like steam sterilizers, but you put them in the microwave. You will be needed to follow instructions carefully while using the microwave. Check the microwave power needed because not all microwave ovens are the same. Don't put any metal inside these sterilizers. Never put your bottle feeding equipment straight into the microwave to sterilize it. This won't work and the equipment will melt or get damaged. Hope this again was informative. Thanks for following and subscribe for more content. See you in the next one.